Yes, good morning and Jai Hind, my dear students. Welcoming all of you here in our SST class. So as you can see there on the board, this is our second turn, and today in this class we will discuss about civics. Okay. So as you already know that civics is the part of SST, and we have discussed about so many things that in civics we discuss about the rules and regulations, the system which the government is working of a country. That means civics हमारे एसएसटी का एक ऐसा पार्ट है जिसमें हम अपने गवर्नमेंट के बारे में, अपने कंट्री के बारे में चीज़ों को समझते हैं इन अ शॉर्ट वे. ओके, all the rules and regulations which we have to discuss here in this subject. So our first chapter is what is democracy and why is democracy. As you can see, this is the first chapter, what is democracy and why is democracy. That means this chapter we will discuss about democracy, what it is and why it is important for a country. Okay, so today first topic will be this: what is democracy. That means we will discuss that what a democracy is. So first of all, regarding this I want to tell you that democracy is a Greek word, okay, which comes from the word this, democratia. Okay, democracy is a Greek word which comes from democratia, which is made by two words. Look, demos and kratia. Demos means people and kratia means rule. Okay, with the help of these two words you can simply identify the meaning of democracy. That means the rule of the people is known as democracy. So this was a Greek word. Okay, so now this thing, as you can see, democracy is government of the people, by the people and for the people. These are the lines जिस लाइन्स को अब्राहम लिंकन ने सबसे पहले कहा था. That means these lines were used by Abraham Lincoln. Okay, he was the president of the president of America, and first of all he has used these lines regarding democracy. उन्होंने सबसे पहले बताया that democracy is government of the people. कि डेमोक्रेसी क्या है? वो लोगों की गवर्नमेंट है ना, एक ऐसा गवर्नमेंट जहाँ पे लोग रूल करते हैं, पीपल रूल करते हैं, बाय द पीपल. दैट मीन्स वहाँ के लोग, जो गवर्नमेंट होती है दैट इज इलेक्टेड बाय पीपल, ओके, एंड फॉर द पीपल. एंड जो भी वो गवर्नमेंट जो कुछ भी वर्क करती है वो वहाँ के पीपल्स के लिए करती है. दैट मीन्स व्हाट अब्राहम लिंकन सेड ओवरऑल, he said that a type of government which are the peoples are elected by the peoples, okay, by the people of that country, and the government work for the people. That type of system we can say that is democracy. Okay, this. And after this I want to tell you about democracy, something that democracy is a type of government. Okay, so there are so many different type of governments will be there. For example, we can take monarchy. So what is monarchy? Monarchy is a system, okay, in which a country ruled by a single person. That means all the powers, okay, country का जो सारा का सारा पावर है, जो सारे रूल्स रेगुलेशंस हैं उसको डील करना, कैसे हैंडल करना, ये सारा जो कुछ भी पावर है वो सिर्फ एक सिंगल पर्सन में होता है. ओके, दैट मीन्स ये सारा पावर कौन कंट्रोल करता है? एक सिंगल पर्सन करता है. दैट पर्सन इज नोन एज किंग और क्वीन. ओके, दिस इज नोन एज मोनार्की. बट डेमोक्रेसी इज वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम इट. डेमोक्रेसी इज अ टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इन विच द पावर इज व्हाट, सारा का सारा पावर सभी लोगों के अंदर होता है. दैट मीन्स ऑल द पीपल्स हु आर इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल. ओके, सो दिस वाज द कोट्स, यू कैन से दिस वाज सेड बाय अब्राहम लिंकन. एंड नाउ the exact definition of democracy. What will be the exact definition of democracy? You can see here, democracy is a form of government. Okay, democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. That means democracy एक ऐसा गवर्नमेंट है जिसमें सारे के सारे रूलर्स जो हैं वो इलेक्ट होते हैं बाय द पीपल. ओके, उस कंट्री के लोगों के द्वारा वो क्या होते हैं, इलेक्ट होते हैं, उस कंट्री के लोग ही उनको इलेक्ट करते हैं। अ टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इन विच द रूलर्स आर इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल ऑफ द कंट्री। ओके, this is the official definition you can say, but in this definition there are few words which we have to discuss, and we will discuss all that words one by one. That words are form of government. What is the meaning of this form of government? The rulers, elected, and the people. In this definition you can see that form of government. So which type of government and government कैसे form होती है ना? In democracy we will discuss about that. In which the rulers, which type of rulers will be there in democracy, we will discuss about that. Elected, that means the rulers which are elected, how they are elected, वो कैसे elect होते हैं, what is the procedure of this election, we will discuss. And then by the people, which type of people these are. Okay, so all these four words have so many questions in it. इन 4 words में ही आपको बहुत सारे questions भी मिलेंगे, बहुत सारे solutions भी मिलेंगे, and one by one we will discuss all these 4 words, and then we can say that we have cleared this topic, democracy. So let's start to write these words so that we can understand this. Look, these words are number 1, form of government. Number 2, the rulers. Number 3, elected. Elected means election. And number 4, the people. Okay, for understanding these 4 words, we have so many stories, we have so many examples, and we will discuss these points with the help of some examples. But before discussing that examples, I would like to write few points which are related to these 4 topics. Give me a single moment to write it. Okay, so as you can see, I have written few points here. These are also 4 points, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Each point is related to each word. That means in the definition of democracy, we have find that a system of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. So the first word was this form of government. Okay, second, the rulers, third, election, and fourth, the people. But sorry, not but we have these points. Look, the first point is the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people. That means किसी भी गवर्नमेंट में एक ऐसा गवर्नमेंट जिसमें फाइनल डिसीजन मेकिंग पावर, ओके, किसी भी बिल को लेके, किसी भी रूल एंड रेगुलेशंस को लेके, किसी भी अमेंडमेंट मीन्स चेंजिंग इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, किसी भी अमेंडमेंट को लेके जो फाइनल मेकिंग डिसीजन होता है वो हम उन पर्सन में रेस्ट होना चाहिए जिनको पीपल ने इलेक्ट किया है। ओके, वो पर्सन जिनको पीपल ने इलेक्ट किया है, जिनको पीपल ने वोट देके पार्लियामेंट में भेजा है, उनमें वो पावर होना चाहिए, फाइनल पावर टू टेक एनी डिसीजन। आफ्टर दैट द सेकेंड वर्ड, based on free and fair election. Look, this is related to election. Okay, so wait a second, I would like to write here 3. Okay, yes, this was the rulers. Number 2, this will be 4 and this will be the first. Okay, So look, this second was related to the rulers. That means which type of rulers will be there? That means the rulers will be elected by the people. The person who are elected by the people have the power to take the final decision. Okay, so that type of government we can say that is a democratic government. Second point, based on free and fair election. That means this point is related to this election word. Based on free and fair election, where those country currently in power have a fair chance of losing. What is the meaning of this line? That means we can say in a democratic government the elections will be there, but which type of elections will be? That elections will be based on free and fair elections. ओके, वो जो इलेक्शंस होने चाहिए उसमें कोई भी प्रॉब्लमेटिक कंडीशन नहीं होनी चाहिए, कोई भी ऐसी कंडीशन नहीं होनी चाहिए जिसमें जो पर्सन जो ऑलरेडी पावर में है ओके वो अपने अकॉर्डिंग चीज़ों को चेंज कर पाए. दैट मीन्स इलेक्शन विल बी फ्री एंड फेयर सो दैट ईच एंड एवरीबडी हैज़ अ फेयर चांस ऑफ विनिंग एंड लूजिंग. ओके, ऑल्दो ही इज़ इन द पावर और नॉट. वो पर्सन जो पावर में है या नहीं है, सभी को इक्वल चांस मिलना चाहिए जीतने का या फिर हारने का, इलेक्ट होने का या इलेक्ट ना होने का. This point is related to election. Okay, so if a country follow this rule, that means we can say that country is a democratic country. After that, this fourth point. Fourth means this, actually the people. This is related to this word, so that I have written here 4. And what this line said, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. That means this is related to the people. That means in any country there are so many type of peoples, different religion, different caste, different gender. Okay, and maybe any people will be from any other country and now he is living in India, so that he is now the citizen of India. So in a country, if all these type of different type of peoples have the same vote, that means हर एक पर्सन को एक पावर मिलती है कि वो किसी भी अपने अकॉर्डिंग जिसको वो सबसे सही मानता है उसको एक वोट दे सकता है. एंड ऑल दीज वोट्स, ईच वोट मस्ट हैव वन वैल्यू. सपोज दैट अगर मैं हूँ, ओके, आई कैन वोट, बट अगर मेरे वोट को वन वोट काउंट ना किया जाए, मेरे वोट को काउंट किया जाए हाफ वोट. वाई? बिकॉज आई एम अ बॉय एंड देर इज़ अ गर्ल. अगर उसके वोट को एक वोट काउंट किया जाता है, सो देयर विल बी डिफरेंस इन द वोट ना, द लेवल, द वैल्यू ऑफ द वोट्स. सो इन अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री एनी एडल्ट सिटीजन मस्ट हैव वन वोट, यानी सभी को, हर एक एडल्ट सिटीजन को एक वोट देने की राइट होनी ही चाहिए और उन सभी के वन वोट की एक इक्वल वैल्यू होनी चाहिए. अगर मेरे वन वोट की वैल्यू 2 है, सो सभी के वोट की वैल्यू 2 होनी चाहिए. अगर किसी के वोट की वैल्यू 1 है या 1 से कम है या 1 से ज़्यादा है, सो दैट मीन्स दीज आर नॉट इक्वल एंड दैट कंट्री विल नॉट बी डेमोक्रेटिक. ओके, so this point refers to this word, the people. I hope now this is clear. And the last point, this, which is exactly related to this form of the government. Which type of government is that? A democratic government rules within limits set by the constitutional, wait a second, this will be exactly constitutional. Constitutional law. Okay, a democratic government rules within limits set by the constitutional law and citizen rights. That means a government, एक ऐसी गवर्नमेंट जिसको रूल करना है, जो इलेक्ट होके आया है, बट वो रूल कैसे करेगा? इट विल रूल ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑल द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल लॉज. That means all the rules and regulations which is mentioned in the Constitution of India, and also they have to take care of the citizen rights. That means उस गवर्नमेंट को हर एक पर्सन के, हर एक सिटीजन के राइट्स को भी ध्यान में रख के रूल करना है. Then we can say that a country is a democratic country. So these all 4 points which were quite different, which we have to discuss in the definition, and all these 4 lines clarify these 4 words. That what these 4 words want to say exactly in the definition of democracy. So again I want to recall it. What is a democracy? A democracy is a type of government, is a system of government, you can say, in which all the peoples who are going to rule a country are elected by the people living in the country, and all these government have some rules and regulations which we have to follow, which we have they follow. उनको follow करना है, उन rule regulations के according ही वो work कर सकते हैं, then they will be the government of that democratic country. All these 4 points are related to democracy. So when a country follow all these 4 points, follow all these full sentences, then we can say that country is a democratic country. Now I hope with the help of these 4 words, these definitions, and what Abraham Lincoln said, what was the meaning of democratia, we have discussed. I hope all that points and all these things which will help us to know that what is a democracy. I hope now this topic is clear to you, and in the next class we will discuss this. Sorry, not before discussing this, before discussing why democracy, we will discuss about few countries, we will know about few countries. हम उन कंट्रीज़ के बारे में जानने की कोशिश करेंगे जो खुद को डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री बताते हैं, बट एग्जैक्टली दे आर नॉट डेमोक्रेटिक, बिकॉज द रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस दे आर फॉलोइंग, दे आर नॉट फॉलोइंग दिस. ओके, बिकॉज उन कंट्रीज़ में जो रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉलो किए जाते हैं, वहाँ के लोग, वहाँ के पीपल तो कहते हैं दैट वी आर लिविंग इन अ डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री, बट दैट कंट्री डज नॉट फॉलो दीज रूल्स. वो कंट्री इन रूल्स को फॉलो नहीं करते हैं. दैट्स वाई वी कैन से दे आर नॉट डेमोक्रेटिक. सो इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वन बाय वन वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट कंट्रीज, ओके, जो खुद के बारे में बताते हैं कि वो डेमोक्रेटिक है, बट एग्जैक्टली वो डेमोक्रेटिक नहीं है. सो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट दैट फर्स्ट, एंड देन वी विल गो टू दिस पॉइंट, वाई डेमोक्रेसी. सो आई होप व्हाट इज डेमोक्रेसी इज क्लियर टू यू नाउ टुडे, एंड देन इन द नेक्स्ट क्लास वी विल स्टार्ट द एग्जाम्पल्स. So there are so many examples which are related to these points, okay, but they are not democratic because they are not following all these 4 points. Thank you and Jai Hind guys. Thank you so much.